Alright, so this is my first request video. I had a client who was complaining about plantar fasciitis, and that is something that I can relate to because I'm not going to say I have it, but I deal with issues of it. And if you're like me and you work a job where you are standing on your feet a lot in maybe not the most comfortable shoes in the world, there's a good chance you might have to deal with some of the symptoms of plantar fasciitis. And it's because you're standing all day. I mean, it's nothing more to that. You're standing in hard shoes on probably a hard surface, and all of that weight being put on your feet, by the end of the day, it's going to bother them. But the thing is, if you know how to treat those symptoms, it makes it a lot easier to deal with. So we're going to look at some of that today and see if we can make the bottom of your feet thank you at the end of the day. So the first thing that we're going to do to help manage that issue plantar fasciitis is first we're going to find a nice soft ball, a tennis ball, a racket ball. That'll do to start with. And what you're going to do, you can stand or you can sit, and you're just going to massage the bottom of your foot with the ball. You can apply as much pressure as you feel that you can tolerate. You can get the insides of your foot, you can get the outside, you can get up by the heel, down by your toes, but you just want to massage that tissue out because that tissue is overworked from standing so long. For those of you who are like, that tennis ball just doesn't quite get it, you can progress to a harder ball. Me personally, I have to use a golf ball. It is as solid as you need, and it's small, and it's precise. It's going to get exactly where it is that you want to get, and you just want to, it can be short, little back and forth motions. It can be long, drawn out motions to really massage that tissue out on the bottom of your feet, but you just really want to loosen that tissue up. And you can make it as deep of a massage as you want or as light as you want, whatever you can tolerate. Alright, now that we've massaged the bottom of your foot out and hopefully worked out some of those knots and kinks in the bottom of your foot, we want to stretch that tissue out. So you want to go up to a wall and put your toe up against the wall and then try to pull the ball of your foot right down here. Try to pull that down to the ground and let that stretch out the bottom of your foot. You want to hold for about 20 seconds or so. Shoot for about 3 of them. Alright, for the next stretch, you can do sitting on the floor or you can do sitting in a chair. But what you want to do, you want to cross your foot over your knee. You want to grab at your heel, then grab at your toes, and just pull your toes back and really let that stretch and open up that tissue right on there on the bottom of your foot. And if you want to feel the knots that you kind of were feeling when you were stretching with the ball, you can take your thumb and just kind of rub it across that tissue and feel where that tissue kind of knots itself up just from standing on your feet all day. Alright, so we've massaged your foot out, we've stretched your foot out. Now we got to make it do a little work. We got to make those muscles on the bottom of your foot a little bit stronger so that they can withstand being stood on all day. So what you're going to do, you're going to get a towel. You want to make sure it's on a flat surface because it's not going to do all that well if you got it trying to ball this towel up on a carpet. But what you want to do, you're going to reach your toes out and ball the towel up best you can. Make those muscles on the bottom of your feet do a little bit of work. We've stretched them out, we've massaged them. Now we got to make them work some. You want to shoot for that about 10 times. Just unfold it once you've balled it up. Start back over again. And get those muscles doing some work. Alright, and now time for my favorite part, ice. We've made your muscles, we've massaged them, we've stretched them, we've made them do some work. Now it's time to get some of that swelling out. So if you get a water bottle, freeze it. Put it on the floor, and now we're going to do that same thing we did to start. Just kind of, again, massaging the bottom of your feet. But this time, you don't need to put a lot of pressure because now we're just trying to numb your foot and kind of get some of that swelling out of your foot. If you can't tolerate doing the ice straight on, get a towel. Put a towel down on top of it. Do the same thing. Just kind of roll your foot back and forth. Let that ice kind of numb the bottom of your foot. Get some of that swelling out of it. And then at the same time, get just a nice little ice massage out of it too. Alright, so there you have it. A quick, easy way for you to manage your plantar fasciitis pain at home with just everyday items that most of us have laying around. I hope that helps. Be fit, be functional, and be blessed.